Alright everybody, I'm Dr. Jacob Larson and this is Read, Write, and Cite, channel where I teach you how to read, write, and cite for your college classes. So I'm recording this at the end of March in 2023, and for the last several months, artificial intelligence chat bots like ChatGPT have started to make a huge impact on college writing. So I've been trying to do my due diligence to learn about the process, to research, and one of the big questions is how and when should you cite ChatGPT if you're using it to help you write? So one of the questions is it cool to use a computer to help you do your work? And right now, academia really doesn't know. So your institution may have some sort of policy to tell you what to do about that. They may say no, just flat out no. It's all got to be you. Or some might be a little more open. Right now, my institution, I think we're leaning towards being okay with it, but we're not sure what our policies are going to be. Some feel that maybe you just need to cite it and use it appropriately in some ways, but we'll talk a little bit about that. So I tried to do a little research to see if there's some sort of conclusive way to cite ChatGPT. And as far as we know right now, MLA really hasn't come out and said how they want it to be cited. But I did find this article on Scribner's website where they found that MLA in the past had commented a little bit about chatbots, unless I'm mistaken in reading this wrong. So they've come up with what they think might be an example citation based on, kind of reading the tea leaves and connecting the dots. So here's one way you might be able to cite ChatGPT using MLA as a model. So for your works cited entry, just start by listing OpenAI as the author. OpenAI is the company that created ChatGPT. Then you list ChatGPT as the title of the work in italics because it's the larger work, contains the work. This is the web link for ChatGPT, and then the date accessed. So that's one thing that has been proposed, is maybe you just treat it like this. It's cite the company that produced it as the author, cite the product as kind of like a web product, if you will. And if you're treating it like that, then your in-text citation would look a little bit like this, just in parentheses, OpenAI. That might be one way to do it. We don't know this conclusively, but this is perhaps one way to cite it. Then the question is, when would you cite ChatGPT? And they have some thoughts on that as well. So if you're going to use ChatGPT as a primary source, yeah, you should definitely cite it. Now, ChatGPT, it can give you information, and that's a good thing to know. If you're talking about something that's really relevant to a chatbot, it may be a good idea. If you're trying to use it in the research process to create an outline, generate research questions or whatever, to summarize texts, there may or may not be a place to do that depending on your institution. I think this is perhaps one of the clearest paths that it's I think it's fine to use ChatGPT in the generative and the research phase of a process, because none of the words coming from ChatGPT might end up in the paper, but they might help you to get yourself organized, might help you to understand a text that that you're writing about or something like that. And in those cases, you wouldn't be citing the tools you used to understand a text. But that's not the same as saying write the paper or getting a quote from ChatGPT or something like that. That's a little bit different. Now, one thing that Scribner does bring up here, and everyone producing these chat bots or using ChatGPT, like Microsoft has started adding it to their products. Google has their Bard product, which is their chatbot. They all want the reader to understand that not everything is factual. Um, because it's pulling information, you still need to kind of do your due diligence to make sure that the information is accurate. So there's always this warning. I I don't know that I would use ChatGPT blindly as an informational source. I'll tell you how I've used it as an example. I'll just pop it up right here. Here's ChatGPT. Um, so I was trying to create a quiz the other day to help some of my students learn logical fallacies, and I said, here's the prompt I put in: write 5-question quiz asking students to identify examples of logical fallacies, and it spit it out. Problem is, there's probably more than one correct answer on some of these questions, which is a little extra work for me, but it also saved me a lot of time by just spitting it out. Then I ask it to define different logical fallacies and give examples. I think all this information was really good, and that's the thing about ChatGPT is it's not bad. Like, it's putting out some good information, and there's a lot of ways that can really save you time. Like, for example, if you have a text that you want to summarize, you can feed it into there, and it can spit out some stuff, and it be very efficient of your time. But your institution may want you to credit it for the work that it's doing. And if that's the case, then here are some ideas on what to do if you're using MLA style. So I'll put this link from the Scribber article in the description of this video. I hope that this has been helpful. If it feels like we're not conclusive, it's because we're not. Academia is not sure exactly the place for products like ChatGPT right now. So yeah, things are kind of up in the air. But if I were you, I would probably cite it if I'm using any of the text from the chatbot in the final product, and I would try to be really clear what's what. If you're not sure whether it's kind of okay, I might try to paraphrase what the chatbot said and work from there. Again, we really don't know what to do about this, but if there's a clear situation where you're going to use information from a chatbot, this might be how to cite it. So, thanks. Excuse me. Thanks for watching. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.